When it comes to legalizing marijuana, there are many good uses for it, but it could also go bad. I believe that if it is needed for a medical reason, then it needs to be a prescription and not be purchased over the counter. It can be used for Alzheimer's, asthma, cancer, Crohn's disease, and epilepsy. Legalizing marijuana will reduce harm, create jobs, and promote consumer safety. Marijuana is seen as immoral to some people. Long-term use of marijuana can affect humans' health. Marijuana secondhand smoke can affect other people. Using marijuana can make you want to use harder drugs such as cocaine and heroin. Some people selling or using marijuana legally now are found to be involved in more crimes. If people need to use it for reasons, then it should be available, but there needs to be more looked into before giving it to someone. Marijuana can be used to help Alzheimer's, cancer, Crohn's disease, and epilepsy. Alzheimer patients who have used marijuana have been able to gain weight, and it lessens some agitated behavior that patients cannot control. In a study, it showed that it slowed the process of protein deposits in the brain. Scientists believe that these proteins are what causes the disease. In animal studies, marijuana may kill cancer cells. Some studies have shown it can stop cancer growth. With chemo treatment, marijuana can prevent nausea that comes with the chemo treatment. In a study of 13 patients with Crohn's disease were watched for 3 months. Marijuana helped ease their pain, limit the frequency of diarrhea, and help with weight gain. 213 men and women and children with epilepsy were in a study at the NYU Medical Center. There was a 50% reduction of frequency of seizures that the patients were having. Legalizing marijuana will reduce harm, create jobs, save money, and promote consumer safety. Legalizing marijuana will reduce harm because now younger people and people of color are endangered with trying to get marijuana. There is a lot of violence between the people involved in the act. If marijuana would be legalized, those people would not be in as much harm when trying to get marijuana. Legalizing marijuana will be one of the nation's largest cash crops. It will create jobs and economic opportunities. There has been many studies with different types of marijuana. The people who are wanting to use marijuana will be informed about what type they should be using and what type they shouldn't be using. Marijuana is seen as an addictive drug, and most people do not want anyone to be able to get use from it. Many people see legalizing marijuana as immoral because there is no point of it. They believe it is immoral because it is illegal in some states and you are giving up your willpower by using it. Long-term use of marijuana affects the brain. It affects the short-term part of the brain. It doesn't allow you to make more memories or learn new things. If you are in a room with secondhand smoke from marijuana for 3 hours, THC is shown in the bloodstream of a non-smoking people. The amount is below the level to fail a drug test, but it is still present. People who are using marijuana as a drug may want to try harder drugs. If they are using marijuana, they are most likely around people who are using harder drugs or selling harder drugs. When using marijuana at a young age, it can affect the brain and make you want to try other drugs. There are many different reasons why marijuana should be legalized and why it should not be. There are many medical reasons it should be legalized. Can bring down the violence involved with the drug. There can be more jobs and people can be safer when using it. There are many reasons why it should be legalized. It can affect your brain in the long run, make you want to try more drugs, and some see it as immoral. Many people see it as a great thing, and many people see it as an awful thing. Some people see it as a good thing need to also know the bad side of it, and the people who see it as a bad thing need to see the good side of it.